Rush down to the studio, so I need some calming breath. Calming breath. Right, let's get cracking. So come up to standing. Just pop you all on mute on Zoom. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We will continue to work on some nice relaxing upper body, spine, opening up space to allow the breath into the body. And then we'll work on some smooth, cadence, rhythmical breathing to finish off. Just give yourself a little bit of shake out. Really relax the shoulders, upper back. Tap the heels into the floor a little bit if you need to tap the heels in, so you can just tap your heels into the floor, get a little bit more vibration going on. Really pay attention to the shoulder area. Just see if you can let everything go and relax in the shoulders. And we'll do 3 fuller breaths with a nice, like a relaxing sigh out. So a fuller breath in through the nose. And let any tightness or tension in the body release through that exhale. So fuller breath in through the nose. And one more, any tension, any thoughts, any tightness in the mind, any tension in the mind. And just let go and nice. Shake out the legs a little bit. Just bring the feet together and just feel now your balance. So your feet connected to the ground and your crown of your head connected to the sky. So really grounded, stable and strong, and at the same time that energy lifting and lengthening through the spine, through the crown of the head. Just letting the breath settle. So just tune into the breath. And then step the feet out. We'll go about shoulder width apart. Bend in the knees, so I'll show you from the side. We just give a little bit in the knees. We're going to do our spine breathing, so extending, opening up, and then tucking the pelvis and bringing the elbows in. Nice smooth movement, so opening up the front of the chest, lifting and lengthening, and then tucking. Nice, smooth, fluid movement. So getting the spine mobilized, getting the rib cage mobilized. So we're creating space in the body to allow that breath in and out easily and effortlessly. Lengthen And then soften and round. Really squeeze the glute muscles, the bum muscles. Let's coordinate the breath. So as you extend the spine, breathe in through the nose. And then as you flex, we can do a breath out through the mouth or just a breath out through the nose, but we're just slightly increasing the volume. Like a nice breath in and then. So you may want to slow the movement to increase the volume. Breath in. And just allow all of that really nice energy, refreshing new energy into the body as you breathe in. And then maybe squeeze a little bit of extra breath out on the exhale. Breathe in. And one more. And then just let the arms rest by the side. Just come to a comfortable standing position. If we're increasing the volume again, just remember what naturally tends to happen is that you'll slow the movement down so that you don't end up over-breathing or going into hyperventilation. If we did it quick, then that's a completely different practice. There's a completely different purpose to doing quick, full, deeper, bigger breaths, because then that creates a stress on the body. This wants to feel quite calming and relaxing. So that's why we're slowing the movement. Shake out again a little bit if you need to shake anything out. Let's do one of my favourite moves. So let's go nice and wide on the legs. So hopefully you can see there. It's a wide stance. Let's just start shifting hips side to side. So the upper body at the minute is pretty stable and you're just shifting from side to side. So you can keep quite low as you drop. And then start with a little bit of a spine wave. So the hip leads and then the spine and the neck and the head follows. So it's your party trick. And again, just take it easy. So if you feel any tightness or any tightness in the throat, just take it nice and easy. If you start to feel dizzy, just slow it down. So what we're doing is we're creating that wave side to side through the spine, that lateral wave, so we get some movement and flexibility side to side. It's a nice thing to do first thing in the morning because you feel all of those crunches. Great warm up as well if you're going out exercising, running, just getting the mobility through the spine. Let the head go as well without giving yourself whiplash. And then slow it down. And then just push up through the heels back to standing. With that one, when you're doing it, you will get a little bit of rotation as well. So that's not a problem. I'm not doing loads of rotation, but if you get a little bit of rotation, that's quite nice. So we're not just trying to do that. Slightly different when we're doing the side to side, is you're just keeping that upper body stable. But once we get into the movement, you're almost getting a little bit of rotation through the upper back, the shoulders. Let's just have another little go at that one because it's a nice one. And it's not a move we tend to do well. I don't do it every day. Maybe you all do. Maybe you're all dancing away doing this. So just get that flow of movement through the spine. It's good to see some new people in the group as well today. Sorry I didn't spend time welcoming you, but I was just rushing down to get set up here. So welcome any new members in the group. And slow it down. And then come back up to standing. Shake out, move around if you need to move around. We've worked on extension, flexion. We've worked on side to side. Let's work a little bit more on rotation. Breathing easy, in and out through the nose. Feet about shoulder width apart. A little bit of bend in the knees. Really feel connected to the ground. So take a moment just to feel that connection into the ground. So your legs are nice and strong. And then lift and lengthen up to the sky. When we think about breathing muscles, we tend to think, oh, diaphragm, intercostal muscles, but the breathing, the connection to the ground is really going to affect how you breathe. The connection to how you lift and how you hold your upper body is really going to affect how you breathe. How flexible and mobile and strong the spine is going to affect how you breathe. So that's why it's important to do these mobilization exercises so that we can then breathe as efficiently as possible. So lengthening up, grounding. We start rotation. It starts from the hips. So if I mirror you, my right hip is going back and then left. So the hip movement starts from the hips. And then if you keep tall and just let the arms follow the movement, let the head follow the movement as well. Again, if you start to feel dizzy with this one, you don't have to turn all the way to the side. You can just keep moving about 45 degrees, maybe just over sort of like the toe angle there. So just really work on that rotation. Driving, the power, the energy comes from the hips, comes from the Dan Chen, if we're thinking about Qigong, Tai Chi, that lower Dan Chen, that physical energy center, powering the drive, powering the movement. Let the arms just fold, so they just fold across the body. Front arm just taps across the belly. Back arm just taps across the back. So that back arm will just tap across the back. This back area in Qigong here is called the door of life. So in Qigong, this practice is called knocking on the door of life, activating energy systems, but just actually waking up, waking your body up. Who needs a coffee when you can just whack the back of your body? Nice and easy. With this one, the breath is just easily in and out through the nose. Really see if you can sense the power coming from here, from the center, and the arms and the legs. Sorry, the arms and the upper body, the spine, just following. Just easy breathing in and out through the nose. The more you lengthen up to the sky, the more you'll get that rotation, particularly here where we get really tight in that thoracic spine. So keep lifting and lengthening from the crown. And then slow it down. Slow it down. Come back to balance again just for a moment, so you can bring your feet together. Soft knees connect to the ground, lift to the sky. See if you notice any difference in this upper body, particularly in the shoulders, the neck. Tends to be the area where we get tight. If you notice any more space, any more freedom in the upper body. Step back out again. Just bring your focus now on the lower ribs. And you can pop your hands on the lower ribs like that. So we just really got our thumbs in the back of the ribs. And you've got your hands on the side of the ribs. Watch that we don't create any tightness or tension in the shoulders. So again, lift up from the spine. And we're just going to do a couple of fuller breaths. So remember, when we're talking full, it doesn't mean stressful breath. So I just want you to breathe in and see if you can just gently push your ribs out to the side. So you'll feel the hands moving out to the side. So just a fuller breath in through the nose, a nice slow, full, deep breath. See if you can push these ribs out a little bit to the side. Watch that we don't tighten the shoulders with this one. So see if you can just push the ribs out. And then breathe out. You can breathe out through the nose. So let's just do 3 of those. So a fuller, deliberate, fuller, deeper breath, pushing those ribs out to the side. You might want a little pause at the top, which is quite nice, and then breathe out. One more, just breathing in and out through the nose. So fuller breath in through the nose. And then breathe out. Just feeling those ribs, that what is called lateral expansion. Let's go into the back of the body now. So really feel the ribs at the back of the body here. Now what is a nice position to do this in is a slightly tucked tailbone and a slight tilt forward. So you can just get into the back there. If you want, if it's easier to do that, you can pop your hands on the back there. So just breathe in, fuller, deeper, slower, fuller, deeper breath into the back of the body. See if you can create a little bit of expansion in the back of the body. It's not going to be massive because it's not as flexible as the front of the body and the side of the body, but see if you can create some space in the back of the body. So full, deep, and slow into the back of the body. Let's do 3 of those. And then relax there. This is a really nice practice to do, even if you just do that once a day, because what we tend to do when we're pulling in a fuller, deeper, a heavier, fuller breath is everything comes up here. But if you can focus on predominantly breathing into the lower area of the body, the lower area of the lungs, of course this area is going to move. So it's not that we have to tighten up here because we want movement in the upper chest as well. Otherwise everything is compressed in this upper chest. So we still want to feel the breath coming up here, but I'm not predominantly pulling the breath up here and using these accessory breathing muscles. So just relaxing into a fuller, deeper breath. Let's do that one more time. So let's go onto the sides. If this starts to create tension in the shoulders, you can just fold your arms. So you can just touch the side of the ribs like that with your arms folded. So just do 3 fuller, deeper breaths in your own time. Maybe a little pause at the top. And if you prefer, if you feel comfortable doing an out breath through the mouth, that's fine. You can breathe in and just really gentle out breath through the mouth. So it's a bit like if you imagine a candle in front of you. We did a workshop. Tom at the workshop on Saturday had a really nice visualization for that, is that you're not actually blowing the candle out. So you're breathing in, but you want to blow the candle but not blow it out. Just blow the least amount of air. Let's go to the back of the body when you've done that. So again, deep here into the back of the body. See if you can create some expansion, the back of the ribs. Just nice and slow, deep and controlled. Do one more. And then rest, shake out a little bit. Really explore particularly the back of the body because it can get quite tight. And if everything is pulling in here, guess where it creates a lot of tension? All in the lower back. So breathing into that lower back area is really, really beneficial. Let's do some breath holds now, or pauses if you like, more extended. How are we doing time-wise? Yep, it's all right. We'll do some extended pauses at the end of the exhale. If we're just doing light extended pauses, so I don't want you to get to any point where you feel as if you're running out of breath. If it creates any stress, any tension, if you've got high blood pressure or any cardiovascular issues or not comfortable with the extended pause, then just don't do it. Don't do it, because it should be quite a calming breath practice. We'll create some movement with it as well. So what is nice about creating movement is we're actually creating space, and we're creating a rhythm and a cadence to the breath. So we'll start again with our feet about shoulder width apart, a little bit of bend in the knees, and then just pop your palms together in front of the sternum, just in front of the chest. And actually put a little bit of pressure through the palms, so you're pushing into the palms. So just get that little bit of pressure in the palms. Just feel that, and then just breathe easy into that pressure. Keep lifting and lengthening through the crown. This is nice for setting the shoulders down, really getting some work through the shoulders. And then we're going to take a nice breath in as we open up to the side. And we extend and look up. And then we come back to center with the breath out. A little bit of pressure there. So let's do 3 like that. So it's a slightly fuller breath in, through the nose, out, through the nose. A little bit of pressure in the palms as you get to there. And again, we're getting a little bit of extension through the spine and a very little bit of soft flexion through the spine. So let's do one more. Extension through the spine and a little bit of flexion through the spine, and rest there. So it's not as big a movement as our spine wave as we're doing this one, but it's that same feeling as opening up. So lifting the sternum up to the sky, allowing that energy in, and then just very softening, coming back soft to this position. Now what we'll do is when we get to this position, we'll push in a little bit more and we'll pause the breath. So it's like an extended pause at the end of an exhale. So we'll just pause the breath for about 5 seconds. Now again, if this becomes too stressful, you stop. Just do it for 2 or 3 seconds. So let's all do this together. So a little bit of pressure with the palms together there. And then breathe in. Breathe out. And pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. And pause. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Push the hands together and pause. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And pause. Relax into that pause. Enjoy the pause. Imagine that you're really compressing, concentrating energy into the body. And then relax there. And then just shake out the hands. What is nice about that one is you're getting the movement and you're also getting sort of like a nice rhythm going on. So if that rhythm doesn't quite work for you, if that's maybe a little bit slower, just go a little bit quicker. But go in your own rhythm and just that little bit of pause, you're almost doing like a bit of upper body strength training there as well, because you're just pushing the hands together, so creating a little bit of energy. Let's just give the hands a rub now actually. And then just imagine you're just getting in the shower and you're giving your arms a little bit of a rub and your head a little bit of a rub, body a little bit of a rub, back of the legs, inside of the legs, a little bit of a tap, a little bit of a tap on the glutes and gently on the lower back. And then just finish off with a nice big circle. And one more. Excellent. Bring your feet together. And we will finish there. Thanks very much. So sorry we started a little bit late and finished a little bit late, so I apologise for that. Back on Thursday with the movement this coming Friday. We've got a lot of sign-ups for this, so if you haven't already signed up, do sign up. I've got Linda and Larry Camarada doing a workshop, not a workshop, a lunch and learn on sleep. So that's at 1 o'clock on Friday. I'll put a link again underneath this for that if you haven't already signed up. Thanks for your time and attention. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Graham.
Thank you. Sorry I was late. Have fun. Have a good day. Take care. Now I can't turn it off. Yes, I can. Bye.